it is always going to be this stance to begin with, unless and until you go into some other pose completely. But the basic stance is this. And now again the second one is opening the chest. You bring your hands up till the face level, same base, and then move the hands outwards as much as you can. Don't overdo it. As much as you can. If you can keep it at the body, parallel to the body, or that's good enough. And then bring it back again. You don't have to hold it together, just till here, maybe a 1 foot distance. Turn it and again drop it, like the previous one. Go slow. People are doing it initially. You might find it difficult to go slow, but that's what mindfulness is all about. Slowing it down so that you start becoming completely aware of what's happening. Bring it back to the center. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. To the center. Breathe out. Now, again, I'm going to do a side pose also. Don't be in a hurry. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to accomplish. It's just in the here and now. Again on the sides. Focus, relax. Breathe in. As you breathe in, bring your hands up to the face level. Remember, the hands are dropped at the wrist, and then that makes it very relaxed. And then move it out on the sides. And then slowly bring it back. And slowly drop your hands back to the original position. Your eyes are still looking ahead, vaguely, few meters away. Rest of the body remains in the basic stance. Back again. Breathe in. To begin with, initially you may do it 4 times. Yeah, each exercise 4 times only. That's good enough. You don't have to overdo it. You can start with few minutes. You don't have to go on for hours. And slowly you will see your energy rising. And as you get interested, there are people, like I would be doing it for an hour plus. So because I was not just doing this. This is the basic. Yeah. And it's very easy to practice. But I would do the 24-step form and many other forms. So that itself takes at least 15 minutes for the whole set. And if I do maybe an 85 step, it would be like a good 25 minutes or something. So one set was good enough, or maybe more. So it would take long time. So you can always build it up. You can do 4 times, 8 times, 10 times, 12 times. You can make a choice. So it's perfectly okay. You can, depending upon the time you have, depending upon the energy, depending upon how much of you have been doing till now, yeah, how much openness you have in your body, yeah, and how much interested you are. But as you do it, you will start seeing a lot of changes happening in your body. Yeah. So I'll be taking you into one more form. So we did 2 of them, starting with the warm up. So this was the warm up. Yeah. The second was the rooting. The second was the rooting. And then we did the opening chest. Yeah. We did the opening chest. So quite sure we all together in this. Yes. Thanks. And now we'll do the third one. We'll just do maybe 3 today. Yeah. Wow. And then you can practice it. Third one is just lift your hands up. Be careful if you are at home. You should know your hand should not touch the fan if it's on. Yeah, just up there. Yeah. And again stance. Remember the stance. The hands are open. Yeah, you can see me now. Yeah. Clearly. And then move your hip to one side, and where you move your hip, drop that hand on your head. Yeah, I'll just move a bit over here so that you can see me clearly. And the other hand is stretched out. Remember, the basic stance remains the same. And then slowly move your hip onto the other side, and the other hand goes out, and where the hip is, that hand is over the head like an umbrella. So now my left hand is moving out. For you it could be the right. My left hand is moving out as I move to the center, and then I move my right hip out. My right hand comes up on the head, the left hand is outstretched, and I look at the left hand. Again, slowly bringing it back. As you breathe in, you're looking at the hand, center your head, and see, it's very rhythmic. There's a lot of coordination that's happening if you notice. It's all going together. Over a period of time, you learn. It gets coordinated as you keep doing it. Initially, you might find it, oh, which part have to move. That's perfectly okay. That's true for everything that you learn for the first time, or it's new to you. It's like learning driving or dancing or cooking. So move your left hip out, left hand above the head, right hand out, looking at the hand, and then slowly centering. See, the hands are gone up when you're centered, and then you look on the other side. So there's a lot of coordination of movements. At the same time, you're becoming very aware and you're being very slow, and the most important thing, it's very relaxed. You're being very soft. It's not outstretched, it's soft. That's why I say you're being very nice and gentle with yourself, and that's what you need. You got to love yourself if you want to grow in your life. You want to be healthy. You want to be positive. You have to be loving yourself. And this gives you a sense of loving yourself. It gives you a sense of being gentle with yourself. It's like treating a small child. The child enjoys being with you when you're loving to the child, when you're caring for the child, when you're affectionate. When you're being too critical, very hurtful, strongly coming on the child would shy away. And same thing happens with your body. When you're being too critical, when you're making it wanting to do right, then the body contracts. And that's where that's the beginning of a disease. Whether it's psychological, whether it's physical, that's the beginning of a disease. And as I told you, I am a doctor by profession, and I am a therapist, a wellness therapist, a holistic therapist. So I bring in a lot of my therapies together, but the base remains the same. Yeah, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, I'm a past life regression therapist. I have my own therapy called the core somatic integration, of which we did the somatic mindfulness, and then also a counselor, a health psychologist, yeah, and a homeopathic doctor. So I blend all of them together, trying to get the best, and I bring in a lot of TAICHI work, breathing work, because I believe that it's the integrated work, the breathing, the therapies, and the exercises, and also medications if required. the right kind of thinking, the right kind of feeling, and the right kind of behaviors, the movements, that is what gives you the right kind of results. Remember the TFBR model that we follow. So this is very important. So you've got to blend everything together, not just one. And that's why it becomes one of the most empowering, most powerful lifestyle management programs that I'm doing. Yeah. So I've taught a lot of people, and people are like, they have learned it a long time back and they're still continuing to practice. So this, we are going to do the third one. Again, this I will show it in this fashion. So I'll show it from behind so that it's easier for you to see or to understand. Move your hip on one side, drop that hand, and this hand is outstretched, you're looking at the hand, and slowly you bring it back to the center, and keep your facial muscles very relaxed, and the gaze is very soft. The hands are relaxed, the muscles are very relaxed. Remember, you don't need to be tight to hold up your hands and your legs and your head. It is natural, it's going to stay where it is. It's never going to drop down if you become relaxed. That's what I learned. I was too hard on myself, and then I learned you don't need to be. So that is it. So we did 3 exercises. Yeah. So this you can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You can do it after waking up immediately, before going off to sleep or towards evening, or avoid it just immediately after meals like any other exercise. Don't do it after meals. Yeah, you can do it sometime before the meals. And this, the whole set, when we do it, it is almost like good running that you are done for some kilometers if you actually follow this. So this is the effect of it, and it helps in a lot of other issues. One thing, it helps in mindfulness. Mindfulness is becoming aware of what's happening, and when you're aware of something, it's like becoming aware of the dirt in your house. Then you can take up the broom or the vacuum cleaner and clean it up. Same way, when you're not aware and you don't pay attention to it, you don't clean it up. It's as simple as that. Same way, over here, when you become aware, then you actually become interested in healing it. In fact, the body knows how to heal. The body knows how to heal itself. We don't know how to communicate to the body such that it heals. So here we are learning how to communicate with the body. So all my work that I do is helping you learn how to communicate with your body, and then release all those past experiences, the painful experiences, the grudge, the hurt, the pains, the resentments, the bitterness, the struggles that you're holding on to, believing that that's so true even now. That isn't. And as you just become soft on yourself, you notice a huge change happening around you, with people around you, and that's where the change begins. And over a period of time, even without putting any efforts, if you see, it's very effortless. Everything is so effortless. The same thing applies in your life after some time. That becomes a way of life. Being soft, being gentle. That doesn't mean that you will not be strong. You will be much more stronger because you're so mindful. You're just focused on what is supposed to be done now, and that's where the strength comes in. Your lack of strength, your lack of capacity, your lack of being able to do things with ease in a relaxed, calm fashion is only because there's too much of past baggage that you carry. That's the way you have done things since childhood, and you believe that's the way life runs. No. In fact, whatever you learned in childhood, you got to dismantle it. When you start dismantling it by doing different things differently, you will start actually connecting back to what you are, the real self. So here, this is one of the ways. We have other things also, like the breathing exercises are there. We have physical exercises, we have stretches, and we have the therapy. It's all about releasing the past baggage and being connected to oneself. And that's the key. And once that happens, you will notice how relaxed your life is, how relaxed the people around you are, how you get connected to them, how the interconnection is happening, how interrelated you are, how much enjoyable every relationship is. And what I've also seen is that the struggles in relationship just vanish. the struggles in business just vanish. Because you're just focused and clear of what you want to do. You become more decisive, you become more complete, you become more energetic, you start enjoying life to the fullest. Right? So now let's do the 3 exercises or the 4, starting with the warm-up, so that it's like a recap of the whole thing. Okay? So starting with this. So all the people who came in late, we're doing a recap now. So just turning your hip and letting the hands hang and hit the sides. It's like that childhood toy that we had, which had a stick and thread was tied on the top with small pebbles on the edges, and then when you turned it, boom, 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 it would go to. So it's similar to that, or like a damru. And then you can also have another version to this where you are slapping the chest. In the earlier one, you can also slap the abdomen sides. And in this is decongesting the chest, good for asthmatics, and otherwise also opens up the chest very well. Yeah, that's the first one. The second one, this is the first, basically the rooting stance. The feet are parallel, toes pointing straight ahead. Feel the ground with your feet completely, and the knees are relaxed, unlocked. Yeah, so slight bend is there, and the hips as if you're going to sit on a table, but you're not sitting on the edge of the table, but you're not sitting. The spine is relaxed, erect, and the neck is in alignment with the spine. The head is erect. They're all in alignment, and the shoulders are in alignment or sitting on the hips. Spine erect, hands hanging on sides. You're not holding it tight. You're not holding it outwards or any which way. Just letting it drop. And then focusing on your breath, keeping the tip of the tongue touching the back of the upper teeth. Closing your mouth. Very gently you are touching the tip of the tongue to the back of the upper teeth. And then your gaze is vague. 5-10 meters away you are looking into the horizon or just ahead of you. And gently breathing in through your nose. And let the breathing be in your belly. And then the first, let the hands come up. Remember, the hands are hanging at the wrist, at the face, and then bringing it down at the elbow. Yeah, we're just going to do it 3 times. It's like a recap. Go very slow. You can go slower. Yeah, and whenever you catch yourself going very fast, just remind yourself to slow down. As you practice, you can go slower than this. And then the second one, this is the first one. The second one is opening the chest. At the chest level, bring your hands back. Breathe in as you bring your hands up to the face, and then separate your hands, stretch it out, and then, as I said, don't overdo anything. Be gentle, be soft with yourself. And now we are going to go, as we complete this, we'll go to the third one. Hands above the head, yeah, hands raised above the head. Move your hip to one side, in my case it's right. Put the right hand, I am putting the right hand on the head like an umbrella, left hand stretched out. Look at the hand and slowly bring it back as you move on to the other side. And now, so these are the 4 things you will practice, 3 forms and 1 warm-up. Practice this as much possible, and now as I said, you can do it any time of the day. Now whenever there is pain, stop. Don't overdo it, just let the body relax, you can start again. Now you may do it 3 times, 4 times, 6 times, 8 times, 12 times. In your enthusiasm, don't overdo it if you are not a person who's been exercising. And people who have been exercising, this could be new to you. Some new muscles may get touched upon, deeper muscles. Though it looks very soft, it works on the deeper muscles of your body. So just start picking it up maybe 3 times, 6 times, whatever. And then stop and just observe. Once you're done, just stand there and observe how you're feeling in your body. Just observe with your eyes closed or with your eyes open. Just scan your body right from top of the head to the bottom of the feet. And now, just to end it, lift your hands on the sides with your hands facing up. Go above the head. When it reaches the center, just above the head, both hands facing downwards, the palm facing downwards. Bring your hands down in the center till it reaches the hip level and then drop it. Do this 3 times. Breathe in. Very slow, very gentle, very soft. Being very mindful. Being mindful of your sensations. Once you're done that, circle your hands in front of you, front of your abdomen 3 times. Place one hand where the belt is and then the other hand on the back of the first hand. And place it where the belt is and just enjoy. Notice the relaxation, notice how you feel. There could be maybe some discomforting sensation. If there is, just observe it. Be aware of the relaxation, be aware of the calmness. However you feel, allow the thoughts to come and go. Just be noticing of whatever sensation you feel. Keep looking for the good sensations. Allow yourself to integrate, be aware of your breath. When you're comfortable, just feel relaxed. And now all of you put down your comments on the box below, and then you can post it to your friends. Share it with them. Let them also have a glimpse of this exercise and how it helps. And look at the benefits and keep practicing. I'll meet you again. I'll post it again on the Facebook page and also on the WhatsApp group and other places. You can invite your friends to be on this page, maybe mostly on a Tuesday. I'll be doing this again. So join the class, have a great time, take care of yourself, be at home, play safe. And God bless you. And meeting